So as you know, I've been working on the new Abducted record. And I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but it's just kind of some behind the scenes stuff. I'm gonna kind of briefly explain, summarize, kind of how does an Abducted song come together, right? Typically, I just plug my guitar into my audio interface and record, a direct input, clean, uh, signal into my DAW of a riff. I use bias effects right now, so it records a clean a clean signal, but in the playback I can hear the effects and the distortion. So I've kind of got a little workshop set up. Like I can just fucking jam for hours like that, all hours of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can hear a fucking thing except for me, which is terrifyingly loud. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just fucking jam all night, and then kind of show you the program I use, which might come of interest actually to some folks that I fucking use. Let me show you. I use this. I use fucking Reason Light, baby. You're probably wondering, what the fuck is Reason Light? Listen, I will upgrade it to the full version at some point, right? But as of right now, it's basically everything I need. You know what I'm saying? It's it's built to last. So what it is, it's a digital audio workstation, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But right here, here's the big part. The rack right here. Basically, you have all these effects, like just basic. You got your basic. You got your equalizers. You got your compressors. You've got your maximizers. You've got your imagers, and so you basically create signal chains, right through the rack, and you can route them to specific tracks. You create an audio track. That's how I do it with my typically with my Focusrite, my 2i2. I'll just create an audio track, record a clean signal for the guitar, and then what I'll do is I'll go to the effects. See, pretend this is guitar left. Then I will go to my bias effects plugin, and I will drag it right underneath, thus connecting guitar left to the bias effects 2 patch. And then through the DAW, I can open up bias effects, and it'll load all my it'll load all of the pedal boards and all of your user settings, right? It's pretty fucking dope. It's got some pretty lame. Well, I'm not even gonna say lame. It's got some pretty basic shit, like the presets. But in the user banks, what I like to do is I like to find one that I like from the presets and then just edit them, right? So that kind of change them into my own thing, but like start with a really solid foundation. But basically, yeah, that's how I do it. And then basically you can bypass the effects. So if you were trying to get these reamped professionally, you could just send the dry tracks off to whatever studio you wanted or engineer. But the other great part is as you record guitar tracks, and let me open up a project so you can check this out. Let's check this out. I believe this is Sentient Nebulae. Sorry, it's gonna take a second. These files are huge. They're each like 2 gigabytes fucking big because. All right, so check this out. This is like not a master, but this is like it's pretty crazy. Oh, this is not sentient nibbly. Okay. Yeah, so check this out. So, I'm going to go over here to it's still loading in the drum samples. So, I'll just scroll down here. So, I have a bunch of audio tracks, right? And I didn't name them because I'm so sloppy, but like here, we have Superior Drummer is patched in, right? So I can bypass it, mute it, add effects to it right through my DAW right here. It'll also open up a small window, so I can actually write the drum patterns inside, which I wrote right here. You can see here I make my own. I've got my own MIDI files that I've made. Gotta love it. Gotta love Superior Drummer. But anyways, this is typically what it looks like when I'm recording. Lots of bits and pieces everywhere. Like for instance, let's take this guitar riff right here. Nice. So we can see it. Audio track 1 up here. We got the dry signal. Oh, dude, this is the version without bass, I think. It's hard to listen to it without the bass. The bass was so fucking good. I think what happened was I must have recorded the bass on a separate file, but I'm pretty messy. I'm not the most organized person when I'm fucking making music. I try to be. But typically this is how I do it, right? And then I'll bounce this, and then I'll try to master the track after I've done my best to mix it. It's actually got a pretty decent mixer right here. Kind of just a digital mixer. It actually looks like a pretty crazy it looks like a pretty crazy fucking program, but it's really not. The best part is it's got Reason sounds, baby. They've got incredible keyboards patches, which I made through here, and then I exported as a file, right, and loaded it in this way so I could fade it and not have MIDI files I was dealing with. I needed wave files to deal with, but this was all MIDI keyboard at one point. Oh, let me turn the drums off. A little behind the scenes. Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of how I write. Well, typically after I export this, I just try to master it, and it's done usually. I mean, pretend the bass and all that shit is done. I'm not gonna try to save anything. That's about it for today. Just a little sneak peek, how I fucking write things, how I record things, which will kind of change a little bit. Um, and what to expect, really. I mean, uh, as you can see, I've set up a nice little window for Streamlabs. We've got some cool shit. Might do some live streams. That's kind of the plan. Do some jams, some live jams, like maybe like a well, fuck, I hate to use the word workshop, right? Because it sounds like I'm some pro who knows everything they're talking about and everything about music theory. Don't really know that much about music theory. All right, I didn't go to fucking school for music. I actually was fucking failed school because of music, right?